Well, hi Scorpios. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of your reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Scorpios, let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign, because your moon sign is your private and emotional self. If this does not resonate. For Scorpios. Okay. So Scorpios, I have the 10 of Swords surrounding your entire reading. Looks bad, but it's a good card, because this is the card of the end of the pain, the end of any suffering, the end of the torturous thoughts, anything like that. You're putting an end to what you've been going through. So this is surrounding your entire reading. That tells me you've been going through something. So up here in your highest energy, the Magician. Well, the Magician, first off, there's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. So it's like you have figured out that you have all the tools to make whatever it is you want work. You have all the tools to manifest what it is you want in life, okay? You have a cup of love. You have a pentacle for security and stability, a wand, a fresh starts, new beginnings, and passion, and a sword of truth and clarity, and the knowledge. Okay, so you now know, you're self-assured, you know that you can manifest just what it is that you want, because the Magician, these are the two strongest energies in your entire reading. The Magician is actually pointing right to the 10 of Swords, so it's because you're putting an end, you're moving on, you're leaving something behind here that is allowing you to move forward and manifest. I have the 2 of Swords next to the Magician and right above the 10 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is like you've been in this place of blocking your heart. You've had your swords up on guard, and you're blindfold on, like not wanting to deal. And I think you've been in this place of just not wanting to deal with it much. You may have been hibernating. You may have been just in this place of not dealing with issues of any sort, or not wanting to, just kind of in self-protection, because you're blocking your heart here. So you felt like this is how you handled something, okay? And that whatever it is, you're getting yourself out of it. It's coming to an end. Next to the 2 of Swords is the 9 of Pentacles. This can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, strong in your chart or someone else's. But look at all those pentacles. This is who you are. You are very self-confident. You are grounded, secure, stable. I think you're realizing this. You have everything. You know, it's not the end of the world. You might have felt like it was for a while. It's not. And you're coming out strong, stronger than ever on the other side. Okay? So, very grounded, very secure and stable is how you're coming out on the other side. I have the 8 of Cups right below the Magician and next to the 10 of Swords. The 8 of Cups is I think you had to turn your back on love, or somebody else walked away. Okay? So that's why you were healing. That's why you were in this state of pain. And probably why you're blocking your heart here and being in self-protection mode and just not dealing with the world, it feels like. But now you are. You're getting out there. You're recovering. You're putting all this to an end. And then there's all this communication. I have the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is under the 9 of Pentacles and next to the 10 of Swords. So you're going to start communicating again. You know what? You might even get online for online dating or something like that. But there's a lot of communication taking place no matter what. And it's all because you're up to it now. It's all because you want to live now. You want to engage in the world. Under the Eight of Cups is the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, this walking away, I almost feel like you might have walked away. I'm really not sure. But the Four of Pentacles, this is feeling stuck in that energy of the walking away. So if they walked away, I mean, you're just kind of, like I said, you stayed stuck. You stayed almost dwelling on what happened and not wanting to get out there and face the world, but you are now, okay? So it's about being grounded. It's about being secure. You weren't moving. You weren't feeling grounded, but now you are. You're coming out of it. You're just coming out of it. And strong on the other side. I have the High Priestess right next to the Four of Pentacles and under the Ten of Swords. So the High Priestess, this is the card of intuition and knowing. Remember right up here, that infinity symbol? That's the symbol of intuition and knowing. And you also got the High Priestess. So definitely follow your intuitions. Definitely listen to what you have to tell yourself, because whatever questions you might have, whatever answers you think you might have, they're probably the right answers. Pay attention. You know what to do with the High Priestess there. And you did know that you had to put an end to this. Your intuition just started kicking in. You're like, wait a minute here. I got to pull myself out of this. This is not the way I want to live my life. And you are moving on. There is breadcrumbing next to the High Priestess. You do understand what was going on, why this relationship didn't work out. Somebody was doing the breadcrumbing. I think it was them. Whoever it was just barely feeding enough to the relationship to keep you hanging in there. And throwing your scales off balance. This is right below all this communication. Now, I'm not sure if this is with the person who did this or if this is with someone else who helped you get through what you had to go through that involved the breadcrumbing of this relationship for you to actually see it, understand it, and leave it behind. Let's see what else we have for you, Scorpios. My goodness. I'm glad you're coming out good on the other side, though. Because you have been through it, it looks like. Yeah, you are moving forward. Okay. So up here in your highest energy, I have the Two of Wands. This is you. Remember, you're coming out of it stronger than ever. You're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and with the other hand you have the world, a whole new life cycle. And you're now in this place where you're contemplating, what is that life cycle going to look like? Because you are moving forward. So you're ready. You haven't really taken the steps yet to move forward, but you are just right on the verge of doing it. Okay? So you've been kind of like holding off from moving forward because maybe you weren't quite sure, you know, how you wanted to move forward. You've been in self-protection mode, like with that Two of Swords, and just kind of blocking everything here. But you're letting go of that energy because the Ace of Wands is right on the other side, and there is that staff you're hanging on to with the Two of Wands. The Ace of Wands, it's like, look at this staff. It is blooming. You have a fresh start and a new beginning right in front of you coming up. So it's going to be, you're going to stop all that blocking. You're going to start moving forward. And I think you're going to just start to let this go. You're just going to move forward. Something, you know, that has happened here, and something I think that you needed to talk about in order to move forward, was deceitful behavior. I think this is what was holding you back. I think this is what really hurt you. I think this other person that was in your life that caused you, probably, I don't know if it was you or them that walked away, but it was good, that they walked away because there was a lot of deceitful behavior going on, a lot of hiding stuff. Hiding, it could be anything from love, it could be lying, stealing, cheating, you name it. It could be rumors, but you know, this is something you had to really work on. You're getting your truth, you're getting your clarity, and you're using your intuition, and you are discovering, you know, and through this communication, you may have went to therapy, or you have a good friend or somebody that you've been talking to help you through this. I have the Six of Wands under the Seven of Wands and next to the Seven of Swords. This card is about success in love. Yeah, you're still on guard about that. Okay, so this sneaky behavior was draining the success from love out of your life. Okay, so this puts you on guard. That's what all this is about here. And about success and love, I think if you were right in front of me, you say, I don't want anybody in my life right now. I just want to move forward, be happy, leave it all behind, and you know, that kind of energy. And I really feel like that's coming from this reading. I have the Page of Swords under the Ace of Wands, the fresh start, new beginning that you have, that you're entering here, and the success in love. And there is your guard. Your guard is up. You got your sword up. You're not swinging it. You're just like on guard about it. You're on guard about a new relationship. So you're not moving forward lightly because you really did have to go through a lot, it looks like. This Seven of Swords, under it is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is next to the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords is about being bound to this energy. You were bound to this energy. You were feeling trapped. I think you didn't really know how to get out of it. You weren't seeing the whole truth because they were hiding the truth from you. Okay, all these swords are behind you, all around you, but your blindfold's on. Your body is wrapped, but your feet are free. Your mouth is free. So it's kind of like a card of illusion. You were stuck in this relationship, but you did find your way out. It's right next to the King of Swords. King of Swords is air energy. That'd be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. The King of Swords, though, you're on guard. You got your sword up. It's right below the Six of Wands. You're not going forth lightly. I swear, you know, if somebody does approach you, and I don't see anybody right this minute, I think right now you're just getting ready to move forward on your own. I don't think you really have any intentions of looking for another soulmate or another lover or anything like that. I think you're going to just stay on guard. You're going to be looking for truth. You're going to be looking for clarity in everything you do, because this really took a chunk out of you. Now, I got the Page of Swords next to the King of Swords, and under the Page of Swords, I mean the Page of Wands under the Page of Swords and next to the King of Swords. So the Page of Wands, this is like there's something you're going to declare. I think you've just like I said, I think you've made a declaration or are going to yourself. And I think it's going to be exactly what I said. I think it's going to be, I am good on my own, and I am moving forward on my own. I'm leaving this energy behind me, and I am moving forward to a much better place. And I don't need, you don't need to have somebody in your life. You're the Nine of Pentacles. I think eventually you will, but right at this moment in this reading, in the next while coming up, you're just not ready for, you want to be on your own. And you have made a declaration to yourself about keeping your guard up about that. You are not just going to let anybody into your life. Let's see what the bottom card has to say. Ooh, the Hermit. So the Hermit is a card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart, their chart, around this reading. The Hermit is seeking advice for your path forward in life. So you've been spending a lot of time alone. I already can see that. But you've been going through a lot, and you've been trying to put an end to this walking away, the ending of a relationship here. But the Hermit now is shining a lantern, trying to show you a path forward, and this is your path forward. Just it's what I was talking about. It lands right on the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you are coming out stronger on the other side of this, whatever you're putting an end to. You are coming out stronger. You are manifesting this for yourself. You're manifesting yourself to become stronger and to move forward with that Ace of Wands here. You're starting to stop blocking moving forward. You're ready to move forward. Also, it lands on the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, you're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, which is that Ace of Wands, and with one hand, and the new life cycle with the other hand, and that's exactly what you're doing. But you plan on moving right now. It's on your own, very secure, very stable, moving forward into your own new life cycle. So my readings don't usually go past 6 months, so I can't say what's going to happen, down the road. But for now, you are just moving forward on your own as a very secure and stable person. You've manifested this new life cycle yourself. And do remember, your advice here is listen to your intuition. Okay? Follow your gut. And you will have your answers, and it will help guide you forward. So, Scorpios, this is your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot.